We are excited to have you here in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the Orleans Arena, the side of the West Coast Conference Championship game. Today's title game featuring the 4-seeded Portland Pilots and the 2-seed San Diego Toreros. And this is how they got here. The upset of the tournament. Gonzaga's played in the WCC tournament final 11 of the past 15 years, but Portland knocking them off on a last-second shot yesterday. Two teams that were slated to be 8th and 10th before the season started are playing for a trip to the big dance today.
Is to congest and make them score over top.
Wide open underneath is the outstanding freshman.
Both teams have high numbers of guards that rebound the basket.
Slipping the jumper too strong. And here's Andrews, the defender on her hip, and she finishes looking for an amp against Gonzaga. Didn't show any signs of worry and battled right back. Looking to tie here, 4-on-1 break. And Andrews with a fake and the finish.
They're both still looking for that consistency to play against each other.
So Haley Edwards getting a breather. Anderson moving over to handle the point guard duties. Cross-court pass to another Australian. This is Kelly Frawley of last season. Putting it on the ground. Beautiful finish there.
Yeah, it is the big three for most of the season, but the way Maryland's played down the stretch and the Baylor losing to Iowa State on Sunday kind of creates a little bit of conversation around, is Maryland as good as the rest of that group?
Coming on strong, averaging 14 points per game over her last 7. Down low to Fowler. She's been pretty quiet in this one, but gets the left end. I think right now it's a wait-and-see game, but when you're trying to figure out hosts and seeding and everything is tied together, how do you approach this?
Well, I'm kind of in a wait-and-see mode too. I'm not sure that Stanford's truly going to be able to host those games, whether they play in empty arenas or they move it, or they come up with some kind of compromise. I don't know, but
you're guarding, end to end. Both teams are doing it right now.
This is J.C. Dorsman, who has been for Swars. Here's Fowler. Going back at Swars the other direction and finishes. Takes it away. Another turnover forced by the Toreros defense.
Boy, the perimeter length.
In the quarter.
Pick and roll with the dynamic duo. I think it's good action. We'll see.
Frawley getting in the lane. Little hesitation. Goes off the window. Portland with 20 on the shot clock. Andrews tees it up. No good, but the O board by Fowler.
What? This freshman, there's a lot to like about her. That's a tough rebound.
Anderson splits the defense and scores off the window.
Double teamed in the spot. Great relocation and finish.
And the answer, reset 5 on the shot clock. Edwards trying to break off the dribble and nails it at the buzzer.
Right here, you can see this Pilot team. Don't be surprised if you see a two-player game and here she comes, Fowler.
Going right at the defense for the answer.
And an open backboard to play to.
Swars, one of the seniors on this team, playing with a sense of urgency. Fowler down low, gets it to go.
A foul.
Edwards back on the floor. Underneath the Swars with her left hand, short.
And you can see that it went on the wrong side as far as a 50% attempt offensively.
Pace, the leading scorer for the Toreros, ball in her hand, the lefty on the senior. And it's off glass and good. At a 34% clip. Fowler with the dribble handoff. Andrews feels the double team and the scoop is good. And we are tied. You said the word crafty, and boy, was that a crafty bucket.
Yeah, this
8 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. Step back 3, and she drills it.
I think it's got to do with Andrews with the ball and Fowler involved in the play.
Andrews one-on-one on the block, and again. Martinson for the win!
just an exceptional game. Credit to both teams. Credit to a great final, but you're looking at the champions right there, and that's Portland, and that's the team that was picked to finish 10th out of a 10-team league.
If you were Michael Meek, could you be that cool?
No.
He just walks over, says congratulations, his first year as a Division I head coach. He was at George Fox, a D3 school last season. And now he's in the big dance. You can smile, Coach.
Who's going to have some words with our players and coaches? Andy.
Haley, you hit the shot, heard around the West Coast Conference to knock off Gonzaga. You hit the big bucket down here. Take me through what this week has been like for this team.
Oh, wow, where do we begin? It all started summer. Mike came in as a new coach. It was, a bunch of new things to learn, and we got picked 10th, and we just won the championship. So, give me that. But credit to my team, credit to the coaches, Ferrati, Marley, Sierra, if you're watching. Thank you to everyone, the athletic department, the whole of Portland. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support.
Where does the resilience come from within this group? Because even within this game, you guys had to come back multiple times and then win this in overtime. Where does it come from?
To be honest, being picked last, we just wanted to prove that we were worthy of something. We beat Gonzaga, but, that wasn't our goal to come to this tournament. Our goal was to win this tournament, and that's what we did. We found ways to dig ourselves out of holes consistently, and credit to the team. We've been working on it all year, and now it's time to go dancing.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Coach Mike? So you took over this job. This team was picked last. When you saw this roster, what did you think you had?
I didn't know this, but what I found out right away is we had an incredible group of players with awesome toughness that care about each other, high character, and we all love this team, and this team deserved this. Great job, girls.
You had to earn it. You knocked off basically all the teams that had beaten you prior to this to get to this moment. What made knocking off San Diego almost the toughest of them all to do it? You'd have to do it in overtime after they had swept you earlier this season.
Well, I think the battle that this team had last night was such a great game and such a big win for this program and this team that it's tough to come off all that emotion and come back the next night and play another great team. And I think one of the things that we talked about is hopefully the route would be that we play all three teams that we hadn't beat yet, and we got the route that we wanted, and we played three incredible teams that are well coached with great players, and I couldn't be any prouder of this team.
So what's next week?
Rest? Is that
I meant for the NCAA tournament. What's next with this group?
Well, I don't know. we're going to sit back on Monday, I guess a couple Mondays from now. We're going to sit and watch the selection show and find out where we go. And I can tell you one thing that this group is going to do. They're going to come out, work hard, and play together and just be great teammates. And I couldn't be any prouder of this. Couldn't be any prouder of this group.
Mike, before I let you go, you had a great fan base to travel down from Portland. If you would like to maybe say something to the fans that have traveled down from Portland and those maybe alums from Las Vegas.
Yeah, we just want to thank all of you. The parents have been phenomenal. The support that you've given all the way through. The Portland community has been awesome. It's been so fun to watch the fan base grow as the season goes on. It's just been incredible for our whole team, and we love Portland. I mean, we love University of Portland. It's just been awesome, and we love this team. They're an awesome team.
Congratulations, your WCC Women's Tournament champions.
We're going to be cutting down the nets in just a minute, but we have one more thing we've got left to do. The Portland Pilots have punched